Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, honored guests, and students, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each of you as we gather here today for the Thanksgiving Assembly. This tradition provides us with a moment to come together as a community, to reflect on the blessings that surround us, and express our gratitude for the abundance in our lives. As we head into the holiday season, it's a wonderful time to pause and reflect on all the things for which we are thankful. Let us embrace the spirit of unity and appreciation, acknowledging the importance of gratitude and fostering a sense of connection and goodwill among us all. Today we embark on a journey of reflection and celebration and gratitude, welcoming the opportunity to give thanks for the blessings that enrich our lives and bind us together as one community. Today we will be hearing from each of our class presidents as they share their thoughts on Thanksgiving for you all. With this being said, I introduce to you our freshman class president, Noah Babyak.
Give and you will receive. Your gift will return to you in full. Pressed down, shaken together to make room for more. Running over and poured into your lap, the amount you give will determine the amount you get back. Luke 6:38. Being generous is something that all humans have in common. Whether it flows at you at every step, or you round up to the next dollar for charity. Many show it every day while others haven't shown it in years. It doesn't matter if you're donating or even just putting the door open for someone. Being generous and kind go hand in hand. You're generous, you're kind, you're generous. It's not even hard to show generosity. It may not even cost money depending on what you're donating to, a person or a charity. Many people have shown me compassion or generosity while I've known them. My friends, teachers, and parents are just a few that have shown me compassion in life. I've shown generosity myself. I've tutored people who have needed it, given my time to hear problems, and assisted with labors of all kinds. Many people come to me to ask questions, and just by being a listening ear, I've shown compassion. You can show generosity with your time, by being a good friend, being there for someone, or just listening to someone who needs you. You can give something and gain a closer connection to them. One Friday, my ELA teacher bought me popcorn when I didn't have money to buy it. She didn't need to buy it. Yet she did because she wanted to. It barely costed her anything to purchase it. It had made my day to show me she cared. Thank you, Ms. Reiner, for your generosity. My brother has shown me generosity, even if our mom makes him do stuff for me. Like taking me to school every day. He doesn't complain, and it means a lot to me when he does so. Thank you, Andrew. When I joined marching band, I had little knowledge of what would occur at band camp in August. I didn't know all my spots, rather how to read a drill sheet. My section leader helped me out so much, showed me kindness, taught me how to read it properly and how to march properly. He became my friend. Thank you, Will. Now I'm going to go a little scientifical. When someone shows an act of generosity or compassion, it activates a specific area of your brain. This is the same area that is connected to your values and decisions. When you are generous or kind, a chemical called dopamine is released. Dopamine is the chemical that makes you happy. A depressed person's brain, when viewed through an MRI, will show little dopamine areas, while a person who's happy have countless spots. If you're feeling sad, show kindness or generosity to someone. It will actually make you feel happy. I want everyone in here to show some form of generosity or kindness to someone you love or appreciate. It could be your partner, your parents, or a random stranger on the street. Show generosity in a world where it's dwindling down. As you all know, we recently had a food drive. We donated about 13,000 items through both schools. Due to the very generous staff and students, many families will be able to eat a delicious Thanksgiving dinner and many others from now on. Pat yourselves on the back, you've earned it. Some of your cupboards may be wiped clean because you donated, or maybe it was 1 or 2 cans, or anything else in between. You made room for more and will receive more. Continue to give and give to the less fortunate. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah, for those thoughtful words. Your message reminds us how generosity appears in everyday moments, from small acts of kindness to the way our community supports one another. Carrying that spirit of gratitude forward, we now move to someone who understands the value of friendship, support, and appreciation. Speaking on the importance of being thankful for friends and family, please join me in welcoming Zach Marantis to the stage.
Thank you, Scout, for the introduction. First of all, before I begin, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone enjoys their long break. For those of you who aren't familiar with me, like Skevo said, my name is Zach Marantis, and I'm the sophomore class president for the 2025-26 school year. This is my 5th year in student council and 2nd as class president. Thanksgiving for me is a holiday that I've really grown to appreciate over the past few years, because there was once a time where it was just another holiday in the lead up to Christmas. But as I get older, I can't help but appreciate the vital role Thanksgiving plays in the holiday season, and how important it is to always show empathy and gratitude towards the people we love most. I understand that a year ago, I didn't necessarily express my true feelings about Thanksgiving. So I will speak today about everyone that I am thankful for in my life, as well as the importance of Thanksgiving to me. The first people I'd like to thank are my older siblings, George and Adriana. You two have always been there for me, and you have both taught me many valuable lessons in my path to being the person I am now. Siblings are notorious for fighting, especially older and younger brothers. And as the quote, feisty baby of the family, these two did an amazing job of keeping me in check. In fact, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've actually fought with my siblings. And it wasn't until recently that I found out that sibling fights weren't just a movie concept and that they actually happen in families. Therefore, I would like to thank George and Adriana for enabling me to grow as a person and always being supportive figures in my life. The next people I will thank are a group of people that make sure my life is never dull. School can be boring, but when I get to talk to my friends, whether that is in between classes or even during class, you guys help me enjoy school a lot more. During this Thanksgiving break, I may not get to see you guys too much. Therefore, it is important to note that I remain thankful for you all. I would like to specify some friends that I'm thankful for and why I'm thankful for them. No hard feelings intended. First, Donald Mios. My favorite thing about you is your ability to light up any room with your jokes. You've been there from the start, and we both always put up with each other's issues. Colin Simmerlink is another friend I would like to thank. My fellow student council officer, he is always there for me, and every time I have with him, whether one-on-one or with a group, it is always a good time. Finally, Dimitri Kandinas is the last friend I will thank. Favorite thing about you, Dimitri, is that you're always looking forward to a hangout, and you're the first person I call if something happens, or I just want to have a talk with someone about life. It's been a long time with good feelings between us, and I could attribute that to both of our growths as people. My day one, I can't thank you enough. To all the friends I didn't name, you guys should know who you are, and if I had the time to individually thank all of you, I would. I can't help but express great gratitude towards you all, and I hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving. I'd also like to shout out another non-family member. For anyone that sees me in the hallway between classes, you'll probably see me talking to her, and that is my girlfriend, Shaylee Walker, who I'm very thankful and grateful for. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because my appreciation for you can't be put into words, and also so I won't be flamed. But I hope you can keep brightening up my life. Before I thank my most loved ones, I want to show my appreciation to all my teachers, past and present. I hope Thanksgiving break for you is a nice time apart from school and a time to relax and spend time with family. Hopefully I'm not giving you guys a hard time, but if I am, at least you won't have to see my face for a few days after today. I'd like to thank my grandparents, and I'm additionally thankful to have cousins that I am very close with. I'd also like to give thanks towards all my uncles and aunts, or tios and tias, as well, and I wish a happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I will thank are my dad and my mom. I would not even be here, let alone on this stage, if it weren't for you two. You two have been my main sources of support over the past 16 years and 51 days. Firstly, I could not be more grateful for my father, as he has pushed me through thick and thin to become who I am. I know I promised everyone I wouldn't talk about sports, but I can't help but appreciate your dedication to pushing me to be a better athlete and student. Yet again, I would not be on the stage without your support, so I want to finally thank you for all you've done. Hopefully you enjoy your Thanksgiving in return, even though I know you'll find a way to still work hard despite your day off. Finally, I'd like to give thanks to my mom. One might not believe it on the outside, but she is the strongest person I know. Day in and day out, you continue to fight against every problem you face, including the disorder that has been attacking your muscles and skin for the past 11 years. You have taught me a very valuable lesson, which is to love everyone and to forgive and forget. But the greatest lesson of all that you have shown me is that it doesn't take big muscles and lifting heavy weights to be strong. So to my parents, I am very thankful for you guys, and I hope for the best this Thanksgiving. The final thing I want to talk about is what Thanksgiving means to me. Spending time with loved ones doesn't last forever, and each year when Thanksgiving passes, it reminds me of another year I get to appreciate all of these people. Personally, I am thankful towards my friends and loved ones for making my life better, and I am very grateful to have so many supporters in my life. Therefore, I wholeheartedly believe that the meaning of Thanksgiving is not the days off of school, not the 3 games of free football, and not all the food we get to shove down our throats, but it is the quality time we spend with those we appreciate most. And if we could express our gratitude towards our loved ones over this break, I'm sure Thanksgiving would mean a lot to them as well. That's it for me. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and make sure to take advantage of the off days.
Thank you, Zach, for reminding us just how meaningful the people around us truly are. When we think about individuals who support us and help us grow, it naturally brings us to the importance of being present and appreciating the moment as it comes. With that perspective in mind, we will now hear from our junior class president, McKenna Daley, who will share her reflections on the power of living in the moment. Please join me in welcoming McKenna Daley to the stage.
Thank you for the introduction. Hi everyone. I didn't realize how hard it would be to come up with an inspiration for a third speech, and while staring at a blank page on a Google Doc, there were really only 2 big topics that kept popping up in my mind. So instead of talking about how grateful I am, and I'm extremely grateful for all of the incredible things and people in my life, I'm going to try to pass along 2 messages that I've recently been trying to apply to my own life. The first one I've only really just started to focus on. I'm the type of person that tries to pick events and days to either look forward to or to simply get past. And I use that excitement or that sense of dread to try to speed my way through life, to get to a singular moment. I'm sure some of you out there can relate to that. Relate to a hope that a specific day would just come sooner. This habit is not something that I purposely wish for, but a habit that has slowly developed over time. A habit like this is not a way to go through life. Life is so short, and sometimes, even in just a matter of seconds, an entire person's world can change. Life is too short to just wish away time. Even though some days are boring and stressful and downright miserable, a moment is a temporary thing. Once a moment is gone, you can never get it back. I'm saying this to emphasize that even though we have exciting or scary things waiting for us in the future, the present should always be your top priority. I'm encouraging you to live in the moment, to not focus on what is going to happen a week from now, and to not dwell on something that happened a year ago. Time is precious, and I know that this mindset is easier said than done, but every time you find yourself wishing the clock would spin faster and the week would end sooner, remember how important it is to live in the moment. That first topic is something I think is extremely important to keep in mind as you go throughout your life. No matter how old you are or what you spend your time doing, make the most out of every day, every conversation you have, and everything you learn. On a similar note, a second message tied very closely to this one has to do more with the people surrounding you. As many of you know, my brother graduated last year and is currently attending the United States Naval Academy. I spent months incredibly scared to drop him off and to not be able to see his face or have any type of contact with him as he endures some of the hardest weeks of his life. Driving home that day after leaving him, I realized how lucky I am to have such an amazing relationship with him. I realized how lucky I am to be able to miss a person that much. And I'm sure many of you have gone through similar things, and goodbyes much harder than that. But remember, that sadness you feel in someone's absence shows how strong of a bond you have with that person. Cherish the people around you. Cherish the bonds that you are going to make in the future. Because the relationships you are forming right now and the ones you're going to build later on in life are here to help you. The people we surround ourselves with are what make us who we are. So along with never taking the present for granted, never take the people you care about for granted. Life itself and the bonds we form with the people around us are the most important aspects of life. So as you're taking a break from school to be with the people you love, make sure to express to them how important they are to you. And make sure to express gratitude for every moment you have with them. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you, McKenna, for sharing such a meaningful insight on the value of being present and appreciating the people who make each moment special. As we appreciate the small but memorable moments in life, we are reminded that things we often overlook can have a powerful impact. One of those forces for many students is music. Its ability to connect us, inspire us, and bring our community together. Here to speak about how music has shaped his own Thanksgiving experience is our senior class president, Douglas Stoudt, Jr. Please join me in welcoming Douglas to the stage.
Good morning. I hope everyone is having an exceptional year. As a celebration of Thanksgiving and a school tradition, we are gathered together to celebrate not only the holiday itself, but to appreciate the underlying meaning that defines it as a community time. While I am forever grateful for the traditionalities during Thanksgiving, including my family, my friends, and teachers, staff, and administration at Seminary High School, I was, for the last time, encouraged to think outside the box, and I appreciate this opportunity to share, as a senior, what I consider to undeniably be the most valuable aspect of life. Each year, for as long as I can remember, at my family's Thanksgiving table, our tradition has included taking a moment to express gratitude. Recalling and envisioning these past years, beginning with my mom, her sentiments surrounding the importance of health present themselves most in her expression of gratitude. To her left, I can picture my dad, who always speaks about his gratefulness in being able to support us through light and dark, rain and shine. Next, my brother, forever present with his gratitude for his latest creation. And finally, at the other end of the table is me, glancing over the smiles and the various prepared symbolic dishes of Thanksgiving. As my last Thanksgiving before adulthood, I've dedicated much thought to what I will say as I rock back and forth on the creaky wooden chair. Drifting off to think about the distorted notes that the chair often made, it prompted me to focus on the most grounding and the most connecting of elements throughout this year and up until now, and arrived at only one: music. Upon asking some of my fellow classmates if and how music might play a role in their lives, I heard a variety of responses ranging from its motivational capacity to hype music just before a game. However, in all of the differences presents a singular commonality. We all relate to music in some way. Personally, I know that music is a huge part of my life, whether performing, listening for enjoyment, or using it as a crutch to lean on during difficult times. Though meaningful, that is not what I value most about music. What I do value the most is music's ability to function as a gateway for connection to others. Music has brought and allowed me to connect to people that I would have never imagined otherwise, acting as a universal language that speaks in personality over background and anything else that could possibly divide. Whether it might include my replaying of a song until I cannot bear the sound of it, or reminiscing about the memories that songs will surface at their playing, its capacity to bring us together is what I truly value most about its extraordinary melodies. More generally, it knows no boundaries, it comes in all genres, styles, cultural themes, and holidays, and touches upon many activities, including singing, dancing, performances, and inspiration for a game, just as the fight song unanimously brings us together to cheer the team on. That is exactly what I hope to leave you with today, to never forget music's ability to connect you to others no matter how trying a time might feel. After this thought, I now confidently know that music will be my final statement of gratitude before adulthood and surrounded by the people that is unbreakably connected me with. Altogether, thank you for allowing me to speak to you today in honor of Thanksgiving, and I am so proud to represent such an amazing class, the class of 2026. I would like to wish everyone at Seminary High School and their families a safe, healthy, and harmonious Happy Thanksgiving and holiday season.